Welcome back, everyone. In the last video, we covered the return type pattern in pointcut expressions. We learned specific return types like string and user DTO, and saw exactly how the return type filter works. Now in this video, we are going to explore something more advanced. What if you want to intercept methods that return a specific type, or any subtype of that type? For example, you have a method that returns animal. But you also want to intercept methods that return dog, cat, or any other class that extends animal. In normal pointcut matching, specifying animal as the return type would only match methods that return exactly animal. It would miss dog and cat even though they are subtypes. Alright, look at the screen. So far, we used the fully qualified class name com.dtO.userDTO as the return type. That targets only methods that return exactly user DTO. But now, let's think about a real-world scenario. What if you have a class hierarchy? For example, user DTO is the parent class, and you have admin DTO, premium user and guest DTO that extend user DTO. Now, you want to intercept methods that return user DTO or any class that extends it. With the current expression, you would only catch user DTO. Admin DTO, premium user and guest DTO would be silently ignored, even though they are user DTO at their core. So how do you fix this? For that, you simply add a plus after the fully qualified class name. This is done. With just one symbol added after the class name, you are telling Spring, do not just match this exact type. Match this type, and any class that extends it or implements it. Create a new class that extends user DTO. I'm going to name it premium user. Extends user DTO. Adding one field, premium feature. Alright, let's add the Lombok annotations to premium user. But here, instead of the regular @builder annotation, we need to use @superbuilder. And we also need to update user DTO to use @superbuilder as well. Alright, now let's create a new method in demo service that returns premium user. Called it from controller. In the controller, I am calling all three methods in this order. First, create user, returns user DTO. Second, get premium user, returns premium user. Third, display message, returns string. Let's start the application. Hit the API. Alright, look at the console carefully. Let's read through this together. First, the controller log. Next, aspect log fires for create user. Create user returns user DTO, exactly what the pointcut targets. Intercepted perfectly. Then, create user log. Method ran after the advice. Next, aspect log fires for premium create user as well. This is the power of plus. Premium create user returns premium user, which is a subclass of user DTO. And because we added plus, Spring matched it as well. Then, premium create user log. Method ran after the advice. And finally, display message log directly. No aspect. Return string, completely filtered out. String has nothing to do with the user DTO hierarchy. Alright, now it is your turn. We have covered the plus operator thoroughly. Now I want you to try 2 scenarios on your own, and verify the results in the console. Scenario 1, remove plus from user DTO. And Scenario 2, use a completely different class that does not extend user DTO. Try both. Observe the results. Drop your findings in the comments. I would love to see what you discover. And that brings us to the end of this video. In the next video, we are continuing with the return type pattern. Specifically, how to match any class in a package and all its subpackages. This is a very important topic. Because in real applications, you never want to hardcode a specific class name in your pointcut. You want one expression that covers your entire service layer, every class, every package, every subpackage. And that is exactly what we will learn next. So make sure you do not miss that. If this video helped you, please like it. Got questions? Drop them in the comments below. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an upload. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.